Hello there, and thank you so much for clicking again this video. And again, my name is CJ, or Teacher CJ, or CJ-Ssaem, and today we are going to learn more about this topic, or more about health from second quarter. Yes, from second quarter. Okay, but anyway, we are going to study about this, eating disorders, okay, from grade 7 quarter 2. So let us have the content standard and performance standard first. Okay, so at the end of this module, the learner demonstrates understanding of nutrition for a healthy life during adolescence. For the performance standard, at the end of this module, the learner makes informed decisions in the choice of food to eat during adolescence. Okay, now for the learning competencies, at the end of this lesson, the learner, letter A, explains the characteristics, signs, and symptoms of eating disorders, H7 and 2DF25. For letter B, discusses ways of preventing and controlling eating disorders, H7 and 2DF26. Okay, now before we continue having our discussion for today, let's describe the picture first. What can you say about the picture? Yes, there is a woman in front of a mirror, and she's actually thin, but she sees herself as a fat woman. Okay, we are going to talk about that later. How about this one? We can see a lot of food, and there is a woman eating a lot, very delicious, like ice cream. I want to eat ice cream, and then those cookies and junk food. Okay, so there is a woman here in this picture eating a lot of food. Is it okay to eat a lot every day? Okay, so we are going to talk about that later. Next one is, yes, there is a girl in this picture covering her mouth, maybe vomiting. So we are going to talk about these pictures later. This picture is actually, okay, this one, and this one show us the different eating disorders. And we are going to talk about 3 eating disorders today. But first, let us talk about what is an eating disorder. A eating disorder actually refers to psychological illness or psychological illnesses defined by abnormal eating habits that may involve either insufficient or excessive food intake that may affect or cause damage to an individual's physical and mental health. So look at this picture again. So again, there's a girl, or there's a woman here in front of the mirror. She's actually thin, but she sees herself as being fat. So this girl is actually experiencing anorexia nervosa. What is anorexia nervosa? Anorexia nervosa is an eating disorder characterized by severe restriction to take foods because of fear of gaining weight and becoming obese. So she's really afraid, or a girl or a person who is anorexic, or a person who is experiencing anorexia nervosa is really scared of gaining weight, so she practices self-starvation. Okay, she imposes self-starvation. She doesn't want to eat. Okay, she starves herself because she doesn't want to gain weight. All right, it is a psychological disorder that affects both physical and emotional aspects of an individual. The people who tend to develop anorexia nervosa experience outside pressures like people from social media, okay, high expectations, maybe from other people, from her friends, or even from herself. Okay, the need to achieve and the need to be accepted. Okay, because they believe, or the people experiencing anorexia nervosa believe that if they are fat, no one will accept them. Okay, they are not actually accepted by the society. Okay, and people with anorexia nervosa become malnourished and may cause death in severe stage if not treated earlier. So it's really important for this disorder to be treated as early as possible. Okay, some behaviors that can also be observed from those with anorexia nervosa are exercising excessively, wearing bulky or loose clothing, making excuses during mealtime, and shifting the food around on their plate just to pretend they are eating. Okay, so that's anorexia nervosa. Now, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so again, there's a girl here, a girl covering her mouth or maybe vomiting, and this person is probably experiencing bulimia. What is bulimia? Bulimia is a psychological disorder characterized by consuming a large quantity of foods in a short period of time. Okay, if a person is experiencing bulimia, she or he eats a lot, okay, in a short period of time. However, that person is actually scared of gaining weight. So, to avoid gaining weight, people with this disorder take laxatives. What are laxatives? Laxatives are medications that help us poop or help us enhance our bowel movements. So when you take laxatives, you poop whatever you eat. Okay? So to avoid gaining weight, people with this disorder, after eating a lot, okay, take laxatives and induce vomiting. Okay? Go on dieting and do exercises to get rid of the food. Okay, so that's actually not that normal, right? You eat a lot of food because you enjoy, and then after that you induce yourself to vomiting, then that's not really normal. Or you take laxatives for whatever you eat goes out of your body, then that's not normal. Okay, so you might probably experiencing bulimia. Okay, what else? Next one, the third one is this. Okay, a woman eating a lot. Okay, this girl or this woman is experiencing binge eating disorder. So what is binge eating disorder? Well, in our case, it's normal actually to eat a lot at some point or at some time, especially when we are stressed, when we are tired, or when we are really hungry. We tend to eat a lot. Okay, there are times like that. Even in my case, usually when I'm stressed, okay, I eat a lot. However, look at this one. Binge eating disorder is characterized by compulsive eating, and people with this disorder lose control over eating large amount of food in one sitting, but they do not eliminate it. Okay, many people with binge disorder are overweight and obese. So they actually cannot control, cannot stop. When they start eating, they eat really a lot, and they do it regularly. Okay, not just at times like we do or we normally do, but they eat a lot regularly. When they start eating, they lose control and they overeat almost all the time. Okay, so probably experiencing binge eating disorder. Okay, so those are the 3 eating disorders. Again, what are those? Yes, we have anorexia nervosa, bulimia, and binge eating disorder. Okay, these eating disorders are extreme and unsafe that may cause serious illness or that may even result in death. So it's really important that if you or if one person experiences different symptoms or signs, Okay, pertaining to this, she or he should go and visit a doctor. Now, let us play this game first. So, you are going to identify who am I. Okay, first one. I am an eating disorder characterized by compulsive eating. Who am I? Yes, very good. I am binge eating disorder. Signs and symptoms of binge eating disorder: lack of control once began to eat. She or he cannot stop. Okay, loses control, loss of control once began to eat. Depression, grief, anxiety, shame, disgust or self-hatred about eating behaviors. She doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like to eat a lot. She doesn't like to eat a lot. She hates it. They hate it, but they cannot control. Okay. Next, I am characterized by self-imposed starvation leading to excessive weight loss. Who am I? Very good. If your answer is anorexia nervosa. Okay, signs and symptoms of anorexia nervosa: dry skin, fainting, of course, because you don't eat, brittle hair, dehydration, okay, loss of body fat, of course, irregular heartbeat, and loss of menstruation for girls. Okay, next. Who am I? I am a disorder in which clearing of digestive tract follows the cycle of overeating. After overeating, I take laxatives. Very good if your answer is bulimia. Signs and symptoms of bulimia: damaged heart due to starvation, damaged kidney due to laxative abuse, dehydration, serious malnutrition, enlarged stomach, tooth enamel injury, sores in the mouth, and throats are often red, of course, because you always induce vomiting. Okay, so what should we do to prevent these disorders? So I have here some phrases or some ways, and you are going to tell me whether they are good or not. Okay, the first one: eat fresh foods. Do we have to do this to avoid or to prevent these disorders? Of course, yes. Okay, next, drink enough water. Do we have to do this? Yes, of course. How about this? Skip breakfast. Oh, I'm late. I cannot eat breakfast. Do we have, or is it okay to do this? No, of course not. Actually, breakfast is one of the most important meal, or breakfast is said to be the most important meal of the day. You should not skip it. Okay, next one. Consume more alcohol. Is it good? Of course not. Okay, next one. Have enough sleep. Do we have to take enough sleep? Yes, of course. Do some exercise. Running, jogging. Okay. Stretching, yes, of course. And the last one, avoid skipping meals. Do we have to do this? Yes, of course. So those are the ways to prevent these disorders. Eat fresh fruits, drink enough water, have enough sleep, do some exercise, avoid skipping meals. So you have to make yourself healthy. So that's the end of our lesson for today. And always remember that beauty starts in your head and not in your mirror. Okay, so thank you so much again for clicking this video, for watching this video. I hope you learned something from this lesson or from this video lesson. And again, I am CJ-Ssaem, or Teacher CJ, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then click the subscribe button, then like, share, comment if you want to, and yes, click the notification bell for the videos like this. So thank you so much, and see you again next time. And don't forget to learn while having fun. Goodbye.